This is the Crisscross Show. I'm back. Today is Tuesday, so it's my power rankings today. So I'm going to give you the top 10 teams. One team did fall off, and there is a new team on the power rankings, so let's find out who they are. All right, so first I want to start off with my 10th place team, the 10th best team in the NBA. Number 10 is the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm going to say the Brooklyn Nets are number 10. Previously, they were number 2 because last week they weren't losing as many games as they are now. KD is now officially out for at least the next 4 games. They haven't been playing well with him on the court anyways. They're 1-4 in their last 5 games. That's a little concerning. Again, it is the beginning of the season, shortened preseason, a whole totally different new team. I'm implementing 2 new stars, a new coach, a new system. It's gonna take a while, and I know that it's gonna take a while, but 1-5 in their last games, no excuse. They are number 10. Number 9, the Portland Trail Blazers. They are currently 3-3 right now. The reason why they dropped from 7th to 9th this time is because they gave up 62 points to Steph Curry. Again, who doesn't give up that much points to Steph Curry? Only the Knicks in 2014, letting you know about the Portland Trail Blazers. They gave up 62 points to Steph Curry. That's Steph Curry's career high, and again, coming from a team that's working on their defense, supposedly improved their defense from last year. So they are currently number 9. Number 8, the Milwaukee Bucks. They dropped from 6 to 8 because of simply losing to the Knicks 110 to 130 late last week. Giannis hasn't looked great. I mean, he looked spectacular yesterday against the 1-5 Detroit Pistons. Then he looks bad against the Knicks. So I can't really help out the Milwaukee Bucks. I know they're trying to figure out how to implement Drew Holiday and all those other players that they got and left. So the Milwaukee Bucks are currently sitting at 4-3, and they are number 8 in my ranking. Number 7, the New Orleans Pelicans. They move up a place just because their 3 losses are to Phoenix, Miami, and Indiana. Teams that one team went to the finals last year, and the other 2 teams are ahead of them in the power rankings. They looked great in their losses as well. Other than the Christmas Day game against the Miami Heat, they looked good after that. Their other 2 losses are close losses, so I can't really pin that against them right now. So the Pelicans are sitting at 4-3, looking good so far. Brandon Ingram is playing out of his mind. Zion Williamson is right behind him. So right now they are number 7. Number 6, and this is the new team in the power rankings, the Phoenix Suns. So the Phoenix Suns are currently 5-2. Their notable loss is to the Clippers, and they did lose the second game to the Sacramento Kings, but again, that one was a surprise loss. An early season loss as well. They're currently 5-2. Devin Booker is playing great. Chris Paul has been leading that team, has been showing leadership. Again, wherever Chris Paul goes, it's almost like they're a playoff given team. So the Phoenix Suns currently sitting at number 6. So right now, I will give you my top 5 in just a couple of seconds. So the team that fell off top 10 was the Atlanta Hawks. They fell off because they haven't been playing so great. They started 2-0, 3-0, I think, and they look so great. And they've dropped since. Again, this typically happens at the beginning of the season where some teams play great. Like right now, the New York Knicks are playing really, really well right now. I can't say the same in 10 games from now. Who knows, 10 games from now, they may drop 7 of their next 10. So, beginning of the season, we're always fooled by the new coach, some new players, and we go, oh, they're going to be great. They're going to be a playoff contention team. And then, they end up going back to earth. So, we kind of got to drop that right now, and I'm kind of dropping off on the Atlanta Hawks. With that being said, let's go with number 5. Number 5 is the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic are 5-2. Their 2 losses are to the Philadelphia 76ers, who are playing out of their mind right now, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Again, that was probably a hiccup game. No one really cared. It was, a weekend, Friday night, Saturday night game. I forgot when it was. But, a hiccup game is what I call it. So the Orlando Magic are currently at number 5. Number 4, the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers had a great game against the New Orleans Pelicans. They came out on top. They are 1-1 against Boston, and their one win against Boston was very convincing. Their second loss, again, it was a back-to-back against Boston. So, obviously we know how Brad Stevens is, and he's going to adjust and prepare. So that's the new NBA, right, where teams will be in a city for at least 5 nights to kind of minimize traveling and stuff like that. So the Indiana Pacers are number 4. Number 3, the LA Clippers. The LA Clippers have surprised me in their 2 losses, one against the Mavs, which they lost by 50-something points. Again, that was concerning, but they have jumped because they did beat the Phoenix Suns, and they did beat the Lakers opening night. They beat the Lakers opening night. So, they're coming back up. They're trending back up. So I will give the Clippers number 3. Number 2, the Philadelphia 76ers. Again, they are playing great basketball. Their only loss is to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that was a game Joel Embiid did not play. So they are 6-0 with Joel Embiid on the court. Looking great, playing great. So far so good for Philadelphia. Who knows? We'll see in a season stretch when they lose 2 of 3. We'll see how they react to that. But right now, they are the second best team in the NBA. The first best team in the NBA is the LA Lakers. Again, they are currently the champions. They are still the champions. Just to let everyone know, they're 3-1. They're 3-1 since their loss to the Portland Trail Blazers. And they're playing great basketball. A little lazy, a little sloppy sometimes at the beginning of the first quarter. They're a little sloppy, but again, they're the champions. They had the shortest offseason next to the Miami Heat. Again, the Miami Heat are 3-3. So again, the Lakers and the Heat are kind of slowed down. Some of the teams that played later in the later rounds are having slow starts. The Boston Celtics are having a slow start. They're 5-3. The Miami Heat are 3-3. The Lakers are 5-2. And Denver Nuggets, I think, are 2-4. So slow starts for the teams that played later into the season, and you can kind of see because their offseason was short. They didn't really rest that much. They had to kind of just quickly go into the offseason and, come back. So the Lakers are still on top because, again, they've been playing well. They're still the champions. They're still the team to beat in the league. All right, so that just about wraps it up for this episode of the Crisscross Show. There will be an NFL playoff wildcard weekend episode giving you my predictions on who I think is going to win, and I'll give you the odds on that. So I'll see you later this week.